Hey kijkers van DusDavidGames. Wij zijn hier bij de Sims 4. En ik denk dat de meesten van jullie wel heel erg benieuwd zijn naar wat er nou veranderd is naar Sims 3 en naar Sims 4 toe. Is er veel veranderd denk je of niet? Wij gaan het vragen. Ik zit hier met een producer van de Sims 4. En wij gaan even kijken wat hij te vertellen heeft. So, how are you doing?
Doing fantastic. Gamescom's been wonderful so far. Of course, it was our first opportunity to unveil The Sims 4 to the world, so it's been an exciting show for us. I'm Graham Nardone. I am one of the producers on The Sims 4. So been working on The Sims for about 4 years now. I've worked on every Sims 3 expansion pack and stuff pack, so it's great to be moving on to a new platform and just seeing what the next generation of The Sims is going to be.
Yeah, I just played it for a second, of course, and saw the presentation. It's extremely different from Sims 3 when you look at it. Like this, especially the build mode, the Sims mode, you can like expand stuff and create your own sim even more than already did, of course. And like the build mode is so much easier to process and to understand now.
Yeah, and that was something that was very important for us, and one of the things that we are highlighting here at Gamescom is we've rethought so much of our creative tools just because we found in the past players could get a little bit intimidated by some of it. You know, you'd go in and you'd see these very complicated menus and sliders and adjustments that you had to make, and people would just say, I don't know what I'm doing here. And we really want players to bring out their creative side, to put exactly what's in their head into the game. And so we've made the tools so much more accessible while still retaining a lot of their power. So in Create a Sim now, you could just grab onto a sim, start adjusting their body parts by clicking directly on what it is that you want to change, and then pushing and pulling. And we like to compare it to playing with clay, only a little bit less messy.
I really understand that, and it looks like that too in the game. I still have to see everything, of course, but that's something for later, I guess. Do you also know when it's coming out already?
So right now we're saying that it will release in 2014. We're not getting any more specific than that just yet.
That's alright. We'll see when it comes. We'll see. I'm really curious though, what do you think is the thing that mostly changed in from Sims 3 to Sims 4? What changed the most, if you name one thing?
Well, I think a lot of it is the new technology that we're putting in the game. We call it Smart Sim, and what it really allows us to do is set up way more believable sims and just a life simulation in general than we've ever been able to accomplish. So things that may initially sound small on paper, like being able to multitask or being able to have real group dynamics with your sims, it really brings them to life in so much more believable ways. So we're refocusing entirely on the sims themselves, and I think that's what players are really going to connect with.
I think so too. I think my viewers and I myself as a sim player know that there's something you really want to do and that wasn't there yet, especially with the hat. That's something everyone knows about. I know everyone talks about like, oh, I want to change the hair with the hat, and now you did. Why now? Why not in The Sims 3 already?
Well, it's just a matter of, launching with new technology, new things that we're able to do, and that's just one of those things. And I know fans have been clamoring for that for a long time. If I had to say like 3 big things that we're showing at Gamescom that our fans are just going to go nuts for, one is being able to put a hat with any hairstyle that you want. They're going to go nuts for that. One for the builders that I love is being able to raise and lower the height of any walls, and like that unlocks so many new architectural styles that you would just never be able to accomplish in a past Sims game. And the last one's a bit of a funny one. This was a long-time fan request. You can finally adjust the size of your Sim's butt, so players will love that.
That's crazy. People really wanted that, especially. Like from everything you can choose, you want a bigger butt. What? But that's alright, of course. You have to have a little fun with it too, because you can create every sim now. What I especially saw, what was different from the last game, what I liked, is especially that you can choose different identities, like a black person, but really the futures of a black person, because everyone is different, and that's definitely change.
Yeah, it is a really cool thing that's very powerful about our tools, because in past Sims games, it was quite difficult to make different ethnicities, but what we've done here in Create a Sim is you can set the underlying bone structure of a Sim's face, and what that allows you to do is bring out so many unique characteristics in a Sim, and because we have such a global audience of fans, it really lets players make a Sim that looks like themselves or their friends or just somebody that they can relate to, so it's a really great new thing.
Yeah, well, it is great being here and seeing it for the first time. I'm sure we will see more in 2014. And I know we're gonna cover that probably. But yeah, thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And we will see each other again maybe later on. We never know. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nou, dat was het, kijkers. Ik hoop dat jullie heel veel hebben geleerd hiervan. Ik weet in ieder geval dat ik het ontzettend vet vond om hier te zijn. Zeker omdat je zoveel dus veranderingen hebt gezien die gewoon ontzettend leuk zijn. En die we zeker in Sims 3 al wouden, maar die er nu zijn. Dus ik ben benieuwd en tot de volgende keer. Doei!